The United States Military Academy has a main objective to educate, inspire, and train corps of cadets to have a successful career in serving the United States of America as an officer in the Army. The Military Academy has highly advanced educational programs, Division I sports, and cadet training. West Point Academy is a co-educational federal service academy. The United States Military Academy, also known as West Point, is located in the hilly part of Orange County, New York, that overlooks the Hudson River. The academy is 50 miles away from New York City. In result, the cadets are able to train in many different environments. Cadets are able to train in New York City and other areas like the banks of the Hudson River. On March 16, 1802, Congress established the United States Military Academy. President Thomas Jefferson had the desire to create the academy because American soldiers were not being trained and educated as well as they could have been. The West Point Academy has a very well-known presence in the United States. It is believed that the United States Military Academy has the most brilliant and distinguished services in both war and peace. The academy is very difficult to get accepted, and the requirements to get into the academy is very difficult to achieve. The well-known academy has many incredible and fascinating characteristics that make it a unique part of American military history. Building architecture is another aspect of the academy that makes it unique and exclusive. The campus of West Point has many famous and historical buildings, monuments, and sites. The campus has a Norman style, which means that most of the buildings are of gray and black granite. The buildings for faculty, which are the oldest private residences, have Georgian, English, Tudor, and Federal styles. Also, some of the other buildings of West Point are built in neoclassical style. The West Point Academy is a popular attraction site. There is a large visitor center that contains one of the oldest museums in the United States. The West Point Museum has many famous items and artifacts from American military history. One of the most famous items on display is a gold-plated pistol that belonged to Adolf Hitler. Also on display is a dagger carried by Hermann Goering when he was captured, Napoleon swords, and one of George Washington's pistols. Also, the state-of-the-art sports facilities and academic lecture halls of the academy provide a perfect position for the terrain-rich environment used for cadet military training. The beautiful cemetery of West Point is the resting place for famous faculty members and graduates. The oldest grave sites have large ornate grave markers. The cemetery's most recent graves are from graduates who fought in the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts. The cemetery of West Point honors the soldiers who went to the academy and fought for the country with full dedication and motivation. Education of the cadets who go to the academy is strictly advanced and plays a large role in each student's lives. West Point is a national liberal arts college. There are 4,294 students who go to the academy, and there is 580 members of academic staff. The acceptance rate is around 9.5%. It is very difficult to be accepted into the academy. The academic requirements are very tough to achieve. West Point's education provides many different core classes. The main mission of the academy is to make each graduate a leader of character. Also, the academy wants to make each cadet more advanced, following the character program. The academy has a goal to make the cadets as advanced and skilled as they can. Cadets are able to choose from 40 different academic majors. The classes usually use interdisciplinary and team-based projects to involve their students in critical thinking and creative problem-solving skills. In past decades, West Point became famous for their branch of engineering. In the past, the high-ranking cadets practiced engineering and the lower-ranking cadets practiced cavalry, infantry, and other branches. Sylvanus Thayer was a famous superintendent of the academy who was able to create West Point's National Engineering School. The education became more advanced in many different ways as a result. The education of fostered science and engineering at the academy was influenced by many different colleges in the nation. Some colleges that were influenced by the academy were Harvard, Cornell, Yale, and other colleges. The United States Military Academy has a highly advanced and structured way of associating education with military topics and areas. West Point Academy has many difficult and strict requirements that are needed to be achieved in order to be able to get accepted into the academy. The main requirements of the academy are that each student has to be the age of 17 to 23, no legal requirement to support a child, and unmarried. The students are expected to have above average high school and previous college grades. Also, the students are expected to perform strong on standardized tests. To be able to schedule an appointment with West Point, the candidates must endure a candidate fitness assessment and a complete physical exam. There are around 60 students from foreign countries that are accepted into the military academy. The application process contains two main requirements. The first main requirement is an application for the admission of West Point. Also, students are needed to acquire a nomination. Usually nominations are from their senator or United States representative. Usually the academy applicant provides a letter of recommendation and a written essay. After the applicant is able to apply for a formal interview. If the academy academically disqualified a candidate, they may be able to receive an offer to attend the United States Military Academy Preparatory School. It is difficult to be accepted into the academy because West Point wants the best students that could professionally represent the academy and the United States military. The West Point Military Academy has a unique and technical educational way of teaching each cadet the strategies and methods about the United States military. For around 200 years, West Point Academy has provided a 47-month leader development program. This program advances each soldier to be more skilled in education, discipline, good morals, and an ethical foundation. The Battalion Tactical Department trains and serves the cadet candidate during each student's 10-month training event at US MAPS. US MAPS stands for the United States Military Academy Preparatory School. The cadets go to the Battalion Tactical Department after a 4-week program called the Cadet Candidate Basic Training. The cadet candidates are taught basics of drill and ceremony, military customs and courtesies, recognizing and understanding military rank structure, and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. In the first years of military training, the soldiers learn the basic way of the Army. In later years, soldiers learn more advanced and in-depth methods to become a skilled soldier. The cadet candidates are commanded to take a year of a military science program. The TACs, People of Tactical Air Command, are the leaders and creators of the Academy's programs. They are the commanders of the cadets and try to make their soldiers as skilled and advanced as possible. The cadet candidates are expected to have duty, loyalty, respect, selfless service, integrity, and honor. The cadets are expected to never go against their main principles that were taught to them. The cadet candidates are expected to live by the Cadet Honor Code. The Cadet Honor Code is a cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do. The only people that were to receive commission in the Army were believed to be associated with the West Point Military Academy. Commission is an instruction, command, or duty given to a person or a group of people. In result of the state-of-the-art and sophisticated academy, West Point Academy was one of General George Washington's favorite fortresses. Also, the Academy has advanced strategic purposes for the military that is able to benefit the United States with an advanced military power. West Point Academy has an advanced and strategic way of training their cadets to be the best soldiers that they could be in the military. The West Point cadets not only have a highly advanced educational program, it also is largely involved with the United States war conflicts. The United States Military Academy was deeply involved with the conflicts of World War II. In order to benefit the nation, Congress authorized the Academy to increase the number of graduating cadets. Congress authorized an increase to 2,496 cadets in 1942 and began graduating classes early. Also, the class of 1943 graduated 6 months earlier to help benefit the war process of World War II. After the class of 1943, the next 4 classes graduated after only 3 years in the academy. During World War II, 4 out of 5 of the 5-star generals were from West Point, and nearly 500 West Point graduates died. On the other hand, West Point's graduation classes were not disrupted by the Korean War. Although during the Korean War, more than half of the Army's leadership was from the West Point Academy. Around 157 West Point alumni lost their lives from the Korean conflicts. In 1968, women were able to help benefit the United States military during the Vietnam War. In result of the action, it was the first time women associated themselves with an all-man institution to fight the Vietnam War. The West Point Academy was able to help benefit the nation in a large way because of their advanced, unique military training. Many of the United States military leaders were educated from the United States Military Academy. West Point is also skilled in athletics. The Academy expects the students to advance in physical development and participate in competitive sports to achieve their fitness goals. The Department of Physical Education administers the physical program, which includes both physical education classes, physical fitness testing, and competitive athletics. West Point Academy has 15 NCAA Division I sports like football, baseball, cross country, and other sports. West Point has many different athletic college rivalries in the same division as athletics. West Point also has around 24 competitive club sports. Approximately 15% of cadets are members of a club sports team. The colors of the academy are black and gold. The team mascot is the mule. The academy's team mascot is the mule because it symbolizes perseverance and strength. The team nickname for the school is the Black Knight. The school's fighting song is on Brave Old Army Team. The Army's main athletic rival is the Naval Academy because of the long-standing football rivalry and the conflicting rivalry with the Naval Academy in general. Football is one of the most popular sports of West Point. West Point's academic rivalries traditionally compete against one another in December for the end of the season. At the home football games, one of the 4 regiments lead the crowd into traditional Army cheers before the team plays. Since 2015, Navy has won 14 consecutive victories over Army. This is one of the longest streaks in the series. The West Point Academy has an impressive history and will continue to achieve goals to educate our future leaders of the United States. The Academy has exceptional and state-of-the-art buildings, technology, educational methods, military programs, and athletics. West Point continues to be successful in a highly specialized college, creating very skilled and advanced United States military soldiers, which benefits our nation in many ways.